Salute everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. This is when spirituality and the game combined. You have the thinking class. We are live right now. Good to see everybody here. Let's get started. On the notes, shout out to you, Joe Blast. What's going on, brothers? What's going on, everybody in the thinking class? What's going on today? It's Friday. Short show today. I gotta leave, gotta go take care of some business today. It's going to be a short show today, but I want to make sure I tap in today. I didn't want to leave my people out like that. So it's going to be a short show, and I'm going to talk about what men can learn from failure. And I'm going to give a number of things. Then I'm going to be out. That's going to be it. If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it. But I also I did a little editing last night. I probably need to take it over to my editor also so we can get this edited down a little bit further. But today we're talking about what men can learn from failure. And so we're going to talk about that today. But let me play this little clip right here. Let's play this little clip right here. And this is from Going. And they say, you know what? You don't have a space for me here. Why should I even come? So I'm going to vote with my feet, with my absence.
Men, where are they? Where are the men?
They have decided, they have voted with their feet and said, we are not going to church because some of the churches, not all of them, have forgot about them. They forgot about the needs of the man. And they say, you know what? You don't have a space for me here. Why should I even come? So I'm going to vote with my feet, with my absence. So until a ministry begins to pour back and speak logically to men, cause them to think, cause them to reason, men will come back. If not, they're gonna run away. They're not gonna come.
You mean they're gonna keep running away and they're going to stay out?
Yes.
On that note, which is so fantastic, is where when your show comes in and fills that gap. What are the needs of the men? What are men's needs? What are men saying they want? And what do men need?
So this is the biggest thing that I think a lot of people miss. Men do want a connection spiritually.
Okay.
But they don't want all the formalities and all the games and all of that. They want someone who's going to be honest and transparent. So they want spirituality. They've seen the good and the bad. They've seen the good and bad of church and whatever the case, temple, whatever place they go to worship. But what they want is the spirituality. Also, the next thing they want to be acknowledged as men. Speak to us. Speak to us. Don't forget that we are sitting here. It don't cause us to sit here and all you want to do is use us, but you don't pour inside of us. So that's the other thing. So men want to be recognized, want to be validated. The next thing they want to say, hey, we know you the leader, but let it be known that we are leaders in our household. Because sometimes over the pulpit, it makes it the pastor is the leader of all, but he never pours out and say, you men, I'm commissioning you to be leaders in your household. So that was just a little snippet. I'm working on some stuff right now. That's from the interview from last week. It was awesome. Getting ready for Father's Day. We're going to do a whole big thing for Father's Day. Because I think when I'm going to share in there about fathers, going to be quite interesting. But I want to make sure I get this quite. It's going to be a quick show. If you listen, what's going on, Wade? What's going on, Sigma? What's going on, Chad? What's going on, Joe Blast? Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Real quick. We're going to come through the chase. All the stuff that's been going on, especially with the Monique thing. And then she did an hour-long thing that she was trying to get back at D.L. Hughley for how he treated her. Come on. That's the most pettiest thing and immature thing she can have done. Oh, my God. It's so much we can talk about. What we can learn from failure. What can men learn from failure? And I think this is the biggest thing that a lot of men need to recognize, what they can learn from failure. What can a man learn from failure? What he can learn from failure is that he needs to fail way more than he has been failing. What do I mean? A man needs to take failure as a way to navigate what he needs to do and what he does not need to do. See, a lot of men, when it comes to the game and everything that's going on, they are afraid of failure. They're afraid of failure because they're afraid of failure because they don't want to feel like a loser. They don't realize that failure is the key to getting to the next level. Failure is the key to getting to the next level. And a lot of men do not want to fail because they feel it's a shot to their ego. Anyone who has become successful has embraced failure not as an enemy, but as a what? Companion. Anyone who has become successful in life has embraced failure not as an enemy, but as a what? Companion in life. Once you embrace failure as not as an enemy and as a companion, as a companion, guess what happens? It moves you forward to where you need to be at. It moves you forward to where you need to be at. And I think a lot of men have been afraid to fail. They're afraid to fail with women. They feel afraid of their job, of their career, wherever they're going. But failure can be your companion and not your enemy. The other reason why men correct, they take it personal instead of an opportunity. Failure is also important because of this. Failure is also important because it lets you know, and it lets the world in the universe know that you're willing to take actions. See, a lot of guys can come on the thinking class. A lot of people say, "Oh, I just want to think, and I don't want to do nothing. I want to reason." But failure is a way for you to know that you need to take action. It is said, "Wow, he's willing to take action." See, a lot of guys don't want to take action, but they got everything they want to say in the comments. They got everything they want to say on YouTube, on Facebook, and everything like that. But in life, they don't take any action. Failure can be your companion if you learn how it evokes you to take action. Is it a risk to it? Yes. Will you mess up? Yes. But guess what? Those who succeed in life, who become great, have learned to say, this failure right here is very important. Think about it. You wouldn't be in the thinking class, or you wouldn't be here and looking at all the things that are going on with stars. And think about Johnny Depp. Learn a big lesson about failure these past couple weeks with Amber Heard. Let me say that again. Johnny Depp learned a lot. There's some things that he will not ever do again when it pertains to a woman, and he would do what he needs to do to make sure he vets her. Let me say that again. Johnny Depp has clearly seen, if he ever seen the type of woman that Amber Heard is, he would automatically run from her because he learned from his failure and his missteps. And even though he won the case, he learned that don't deal with a woman like that. Don't deal with a woman like that. Why? Because if you deal with a woman like that, guess what's going to happen? He's going to end up on the other side of failure because he never learned the lesson. So you got to look at failure as a companion. Failure is a way to take action. Think about if Johnny Depp never, ever talked to her and married her. He would have never got these lessons. It would have never been out here for everybody else to learn the lessons from him. But because he took action, most guys are stuck in paralysis because they do not want to take action. They're actually in a coma. They're walking through life like in a coma because they don't want to take actions because they're afraid to fail. They're afraid to approach that woman. They're afraid to talk to get her number because they're afraid to fail. So they go on YouTube, they go on this place trying to look for answers so they can have the best outcome. The best outcome you can get is for you to get your hind parts out there and do something. That's the best thing you can do. Get out there and make something and do something. We got too many guys who are winklings, scared, afraid that they're going to fail. They act like they on a they got a walker through life. They go through life like they're on a walker because they're afraid of failing. When you realize when you fail, it's only to make, you can look at it as a negative or a positive, but it's designed to make you stronger. It's designed to make you stronger. It's designed to make you a better man. When you look at that, failure then becomes something that you embrace. Do you know how many times that I have failed on YouTube, on things, on Facebook, different things personally? I failed. But I wouldn't be the man that I am right now if I did not fail. Even with this whole thing, even I'm testing out things, trying things. They might work and some don't. Do you know how many times did Thomas Edison fail at trying to make the light bulb? How many times did he fail? How many times did the person who designed the car, they first designed the car and then Ford came and got the assembly line together? They failed. They saw a fail. See, you got to look at it. You said it, Sigma. The key is failure is the gold mine to what? Opportunities, but also to wealth. Failure is the opportunity to wealth, opportunities that you may be missing. Those who will fail and learn how to master those failures actually become wise and they learn how to move through life. Those who try to mitigate failure or try to run away from failure normally don't win at the things of life that they think they should. Once you look at failure as your master teacher, your failures are your master teacher. You don't get mad. You don't become, like Sigmund said, you don't get attached. You realize that the failures was designed to make you a better man, and women who are listening, women too. Failure is the opportunity that you have to be the best version of yourself. It was only at the place of failure that you said, wait a minute, let me figure out what I need to do different. How do I need to approach this? How do I need to adjust this? I'm telling you, most people don't want to hear this message. That's why they're not here. And I could have marketed it different, so I'm learning how to do things too different. But failure is the thing that it is, man. If you realize, I'm gonna give you an example. If you're planting some particular vegetables, you realize there's certain times of the year that you need to plant. The soil needs to be tilled, and also the weeds need to be done. But if you don't do that, you will have a failed crop. So a failure becomes your manual to navigate through life. Wow. Let's see who this is called. Failure becomes your opportunity to what? Navigate through life. Do you understand that? Most guys try to avoid the failure instead of what? Running into failure so that they can get back up. Let me give the next thing, because this is going to be quick and short, because I only got a couple of minutes because I got to get ready to go. The other thing is learn from other people's failure. Do you know how many times I study history and men who have succeeded in life? I study their failures. Let me say it again. I study their failures. Why do I study this? Yeah, I study what they succeed at. I study their failures, but I also study their mindset when they did fail. Let me say that again. I study great men and women and how they reacted in the moment of when life was crushing down on them. How did they deal? How did they move through their failures? Why do I study that? Because it gives me the guidepost, or gives me the manuscript, the cheat code on how to move to the next level. It gives me the what? The cheat code on how to move through the next level. You need to learn from other people's failure. That's why I have no problem telling you where I failed at. I have no problem telling you where I messed up at. And with social media and with these stars and rappers and everything like that, they are giving you the cheat code on what not to do. I'm telling you, if you would have just sit back and really just, looking for entertainment purposes, you look at some of these stars and people and Kim Kardashian and this one and that one. And you'll see in the cheat code on how to sidestep some of the failures that they're doing right in public. That's the key. Most people don't look at life like that, and that's why they keep running into failure. The next thing is, don't allow failure to be your place of where you lay your head at. What I mean is this: don't allow failure to be your resting ground. Don't allow failure to be your resting ground. Failure should motivate you to find the solution, find the success, get the girl you want. What's got going on, John the W? Failure should be so galvanizing. I am not going to stay here. That's how you should look at failure. Okay, I messed up. I failed. Okay, this didn't work out. Cool. I am not going to stay in this state, in this place. I'm going to use failure as not as my resting place. Some of you guys have an affair with failure. Some of you sleeping with failure right now because you never forgave yourself for what you've done. If you are sleeping with failure, your failures of your past, some of you are taking on the failures of others. What's going on? Learning from your own fears as well as others is a very important lesson to teach. So let me say this. Some of you are in an affair. You having a love affair with failure. You and her are having you're singing love songs to failure because everything around you seems like it's failing. But I'm here to tell you, get a divorce, write the papers off, saying I'm not going to sleep anymore with failure. Failure is not my boo. She not my side chick. Let me say that again. Some of you failure is your side chick and your boo thing. When you out, you always thinking about all this. You always got a negative mindset. Oh, this ain't gonna work out. Everything ain't gonna go good. And Faye's like, go ahead, baby, say some more. Because you have embraced failure as a way of life and not realized as a way of being a teacher. I gotta sneeze. Just beyond, I gotta sneeze. I'm waiting for it to come. So I'm here to tell you, you got to sign the papers, go down to the courthouse, break your relationship with failure and say, you're just a teacher to get me to the next level. Instead of looking at failure as your boo thing, look at failure as your banker that's putting money in your pocket. Instead of looking at failure as your boo thing, look at failure as your what? You trying to get me some money up in here. You're trying to get me to the next level. I'm telling you, let me read with John the W because it's very good. Failures are a place to move forward from. Those are some of the greatest life lessons you get. It's not about what happened to you. It's about your perception. Come on. I'm telling you, it's perspective. I'm sorry. So you got to realize, don't get so caught up in your failure that you can't move. She got you drunken by failure. She got you thinking about it every day. You intoxicated by the things that you failed at. No, brothers. No, sisters. Don't you get intoxicated by your failures. Don't you get enamored by your failures. Don't you begin to tell everybody else about your failures unless it's a teaching lesson. See, that's what happens. This is what gets you chained up, bound up, can't move, can't do anything because all you thinking about, and I messed up, I did this, I was being a beta simp man, Jonna, and I was doing this. You so caught up in your failures that you don't realize that situation was trying to teach you. Get off the bottle of failure. Stop being enamored by it. Stop drinking by it. Stop smoking and stop lacing it up with everything else in your life. Get off of it and stop looking at failure as your boo, your side chick, your brown sugar, your good thing, and start looking at failure as your teacher to get you where you need to go. I promise you, what men need to know from failure: don't sleep with her, only replace her. Let me say that again. Don't sleep with her, only replace her. Let me say what you do with them, y'all, because y'all maybe y'all didn't hear it. Don't sleep with failure, only replace her. Say, oh, you this is what we doing, boo? I got something better. I got something better. The other thing is with failure, the other thing with failure that's so important, because I think a lot of people try to insulate themselves, try to guard themselves from failure. You got to be able to say, to embrace your failure. See, that's what people want. They may fail, but they haven't really embraced it. They didn't fudged up. They didn't completely messed up everything. Most people didn't realize that they messed it. They don't. Whoa. There it is. Here it is. Most people do not want to take accountability for the failures in their life. What men can learn to take accountability for what you done messed up. The women you done jacked up. Women, the men that you done jacked up. The money that you messed up. The house that you done jacked up. Are you willing to take accountability for your failures? The way you talk. One of the things I still haven't heard that Monique has done, she has not taken accountability for how she failed all comics. See, most people run away from accountability, but you need to take accountability for how you failed. You might have messed up as a father. Now, let me get very clear. I have not been the perfect, pristine father. I have not did everything right with my sons. I have not even spoken correctly sometimes with my sons. So don't. So I want to make it very clear. I failed many ways with my sons. I failed many ways when it comes to money, handling situations. But what I did was I had to take accountability and say, yep, I did it. Yep, I messed up. Yep, I did it. It's only those who are willing to embrace their failures in life are those who are going to eat the fruit of a better life. It's only those who embrace their failures in life will they eat a better fruit in their life. What we have now is a whole culture of people failing at relationships, failing at relating to one another. We have a whole culture of women who are failing at getting husbands. We have a whole culture of men who are failing to get wives or get people that they want to be involved in. We have a whole society mindset. This Western culture is failing. It is failing on so many levels, it's ridiculous. But nobody, if you look and talk to the present generation and my generation and the generation below me, but no one wants to say, yup, we done effed up. We done messed up. We have churches that have failed. Ministers, preachers, prophets, who have failed. But who's going to take the responsibility and say, I've messed up? We have YouTubers who have failed. It is about saying, let me take accountability for how I jacked up, how I misinformed, how I did what I did. That's what we are missing. No one wants to take accountability of how they jacked up everything. But everybody want to tell you their success story. If I were to even explain, even share how many times I done messed up, things didn't work out, things I thought should have happened and it failed. But what I did was I said, I can't sleep here with her. I can't lay down and this the other thing. Sometimes people do embrace their failures. Some people do take accountability. But let me say this. Some people use their failures as a badge of honor to get sympathy for people to feel sorry for me. You know, I tried to talk to this girl and it just didn't work out. I talked to 5 girls and everything that happened to me is always bad. I tried to get my money right, but it just didn't work out. We got a lot of people who embrace their failures, but they live in their failures. Let me say that again. They want everybody to feel sorry for you. I'm gonna tell you something that's very spiritual about that. They say, you know, I can't. Every time I do something, everybody's after me. I got to look around the corner. Everybody's, you know, I would do this, but I'm a failure. I'm a failure. I keep failing. And then they say, what? What? That happened to you? Oh, man, I'm feeling sorry for you, bro. Man, I hate that. That girl did that to you, man. I don't know what you gonna do, man. I guess you in bad shape, man. Oh, man. Well, you want me to buy you a drink? Yeah, man, I don't got no money. People get on the sympathy. Get on the sympathy. You know that baby crying drives me nuts, but that's exactly how these clowns be sounding, right? No, I can't do nothing. So they play the victim because they want people to soothe them, rock them like a baby because they fail. I'm gonna tell you something. This world cares nothing about if you fail or succeed. They care nothing if you fail or succeed. Matter of fact, they're happy that you failed and that you stayed down. This is just real talk. They rather that you fail and stay there than get up and succeed. And let me tell this other side of it. When you think about failure, and I want you to get these, brothers, I want you to get this. I want you to get this. Failure, and you looking for sympathy, you're looking for people to gravitate to you and lift you up. Let me tell you what people will do. And this is real talk. People will stomp you further down in your failure because you keep acknowledging your failure. You keep staying in your failure. Do you understand? People don't want to be around a failure. Everybody wants to be around a winner. So while you looking, shout out to you. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on for your soul? Let me say this again. People don't care that you're a failure or that you had a failure. They may be like, oh, okay. I'm praying for you, brother. I hope everything works out. But really, they don't care that you fail. Nobody cares that you fail. Matter of fact, they'll probably treat you worse and try to make sure that you fail again. Why? Because everyone wants to be around a winner or be with a winner. Y'all better get that. So what men can learn, think about it. Think about this whole thing with Monique. Okay, she got people sympathizing with her, empathizing with her, trying to cry with her, but nobody wants to work with her because no one wants to be with a person who constantly complains, who's always a failure. I promise you. I'm telling you, I promise you. Nobody wants to be around nobody that's constantly failure. Think about it. Think about it. In the NBA, do you want to be on the team that don't have no shooters, don't have no defense, don't have any guards, and every time they play, they barely get 50 points? Do you want to be on that team? Do you want to even coach a team like that? Really? Do you really just be real honest? First thing you say, man, that team is sorry. They ain't worth a dime. Like my grandfather said, they ain't worth a quarter. Nobody want to be around a bunch of failures. Every time they shoot, they're making air balls. They go to the free throw line. The center can't even drop one. I promise you, the world despises failures, but they celebrate the winners. Let me say that again. The world despises failures, but they celebrate their winners. I didn't want to be those Nets right now. Correct. All that talent on the Nets team, and look at them. They'd rather be feel right. What's going on, William? Good to see you. Those who play the victim are dude, it is exhausting. We could have shot better, we had better. They're always the first thing gonna say is when the team is not doing good, we could have had better coaching. The coach. No, you weren't playing up to par. You are a failure and your teams are a failure. You please understand this. The world gives no. That's why when men get on here and rant and rave about women, do you think? Let's be very clear. Do you think the world cares about you crying about a woman that you couldn't get? Do you think they care? Do you think women even care? They secretly watch these channels and laugh at you. He's complaining about those women. They are cracking up laughing. They're taking notes, mental notes. Oh, okay, I won't deal with that man. All you're going to do is cry about women and what he can't get. While they go with a man who has the mentality that he's a winner, that he might have failed at one time in his life, but he's not staying there. Trust me. Thank you. The Celtics got rid of the failure of Kyrie Irving experience. Now is their fault. Now who's there? Who's in the finals? You
can't make this up.
They got rid of crying Kyrie Irving. And guess what happened? They're in the finals. Just like how Boston stole game 1 and Golden State home last night. Right. They don't want to think about it. You can't blame the leader for you not following their directions. We got too many men crying and whining and all that kind of stuff. I promise you, I'm telling you from my chest. The world hates failures. They do not like them. They might be a little, they might, okay, don't be trying to talk now. I know you're trying to talk. They might say, okay, that's good, but they want to see a winner. Everybody wants a winner. Everybody wants the championship. Everybody wants to go to the finals. No one wants to be around those who lay and bathe in failure. So what men can learn from failure? Don't stay there. Learn to be a winner so you can be that hero to you. Be that hero so you can be that winner. And think, let me say this. Let me say this, because I know some of y'all really, really need to get this. Do you realize what's going on, Ted? Do you realize that failures, those who live in the place of failure, get the crumbs from the table and not get the choice as me? Yeah, I'm watching my time now. I got my phone call. My ride is on the way now. So don't you realize, I appreciate that, William, that failures get the worst of it all? So what men can learn from failures? Don't be one. Allow failures to be your teacher. Whoa. Let me say this. It just hit me. I'm about to get some real game right here. Let me get some real game. Get some real game. Be a winner. All the benefits are there. LDA. There's people on YouTube that play the victim and sound like there's the only dudes. Trash and the truck circling football and crying and streaming. Yeah. Let me say this. One of the greatest ways you can turn a woman off Pay attention to what I'm about to say. I didn't even zoom my camera. I wish I could zoom my camera. I didn't even turn it on to zoom it out. There we go. Let's see if I can do this. And I got a couple of minutes. I got to go. One of the greatest ways that you can turn a woman off No, I didn't freeze up. One of the greatest ways you can turn a woman off is talking about your failures. Thank you. Complaining and feeling sorry. Being a failure is detrimental to survival. One of the greatest things you can do to turn a woman off is to constantly be telling me, yeah, I did have a car, but it got repoed, and then I did have a house and it got taken. I did have the greatest way you can turn a woman off, dry her up like the Sahara Desert, is when you say you begin to wear your failures like a badge of honor. The also other way is when you try to win a woman over with all the things that you have done. Don't do those two. Let me say that. Let me say that again, because most guys don't get it. One of the greatest ways you can turn a woman off is by broadcasting all your failures. And the other thing you can do by turning a woman off, and you need to hear this, is when you gotta, I got this new boat I got, I just got this new car. Two things that men do where they feel it. You do not need to announce your accomplishments and your failures. What you need to announce when you walk through the door, this is who I am, take it or leave it. I'm telling you, don't be coming to a woman, I wish I had some sad music. Some sad music. Because that's what most people guys do mess up. They want to tell the woman, I was struggling one time. I was doing that, and I didn't make it. I lost my mom the other day, and I lost my kitty. My cat ran away, and then my dog bit the cat that ran away. And I came back, and the picket fence fell down. Then I had to repaint the picket fence that fell down. And guess what happened? She's going to think I got a doggone failure on my hand. She's going to rip you up. Yeah. What? I'm like, what in the world, man? You don't know nothing but a failure. Funny thing is, when you're positively passionate about what you do and your outlook in life, the women will hang on to every word. Come on. You guys got the game. Display survival values or show her. Right. Oh, very true, LDA. And another thing is crying in front of a woman because life is tough and can't handle it. Oh, my God. My mama. Come on. Do you think the first thing she's going to think, you can't protect me, I got to protect you? Don't go on the parade. Don't go on a parade telling all the women, I see some guys try to do that so they can try to impress the woman. Bing bong, that's where you messed up.
You can't make this up.
That's where you mess up, because you go on telling your failures like you're trying to impress the woman. Or you go on and try to tell what all the things that you did and where you live at, what I got. You're trying to impress the woman. Who's the real prize? I promise you, if you live your life, I promise you, I don't do it for the gram. I do it as an example to show men and women how to live. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I'm out there living. I'm out there enjoying life. I'm over here at the park. I'm over here doing this. Why? Because I want men to see, first men, you need to go and enjoy life. Do I have failures? Yes. Am I trying to hide them? No. Do I need to constantly announce them over the air? No. But I need to show men you need to go out there and enjoy your life with her or without her. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, where you got to reach out to me. Are you on Instagram or on Twitter? You can reach out to me, Lawrence D. Adams. I think on both of them. Reach out to me, Lisa. I'm telling you, most guys miss that. A woman wants to be. Let me say this. Yeah, you only got one. A woman wants to be a part of a man's life, not a man that's failing. What's she gonna tell her mama? Yeah, he just lost his whole car and his cat got ran over. Really, baby? And you want to be with him? Something gonna happen to you. You know how mamas be trying to get. Don't let other people find out that you're crying because life is tough. That's when rumors start spreading, and the rumors will be steady. Stay away from the person who's crying about life is hard. You're right about that. I promise. I'm here to tell you. And we're not. I'm trying to get men to understand the power of what they can learn from failure. Wear like a coat, put it on, take it off. Allow to be a teacher. Don't be running your mouth until telling your girl, yeah, I failed. No, I messed up all the money. There's a difference from being accountability. Yeah, I messed up the money, but baby, we ain't gonna stay here. Versus, baby, I don't know what we gonna do. I don't know where we gonna make it. Truth be told, dudes don't want to hear all that negative from a woman either. Oh,
You can't make this up.
Oh my God. That is the honest to God truth. Men don't want to hear all that either. Don't want to hear whining and he did what at work? And he did, okay. Oh my God. They don't want to hear all that. I know I don't want to hear all that. Don't want to hear all that. I want to play this because this how some of y'all be sounding when when the men hear all that kind of stuff. All you want to do is run from him. Let me find. I think I got it of my sister, and I definitely got to get ready to go. Where's my sister? There she is. I sent it to her, so we always send funny stuff to each other. We always send funny stuff. Let me see if I can find it. I sent it to her because that's how you guys be doing. Crying to it. Let me see if I can get my what's it called to connect. Let's see if we get it connect. But yeah, nobody want to hear all that whining and crying and let's see if it's connected. If it's connected, it's on. Because I want to play this. Because this how they be sounding. Okay, Bluetooth on, connect to Rodecaster. Yes. This is how I'm trying, like I'm telling you, the baby crying. How y'all don't like the baby crying? But this how it really be sounding. Okay, it's connected. Let's see. This how it really sound. Let me turn it up.
You won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think something about that. That's why I'm so
that's no, it's like in my voice. Oh, that's how they be sounding. You know.
You won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think something about that.
We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear that. You know, between this.
You won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think something about that. That's why I'm so sick of it. I've been like you won't think.
We don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear that. Please, 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 in the words of my grandfather, in the words of Jonas McCall, don't get mad, just leave. We don't want to hear all that. What time is? I'm doing good timing. Do good timing. So please.
I've been like you won't think.
They don't want to hear that. So what can men learn from failure? Don't be on the internet doing that.
That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these.
That's what's so funny when I watch some of That was so funny when I watch some of these YouTubers. They be complaining about the women. They be on there. They be on there talking like that, talking to the women, doing all that, crying and whining. And some of the women, these guys ain't. They be doing all that kind of stuff. I was like, woo, boy, you got all that time to do a video on a women like that. It's like an old lady nagging about the Holy Ghost and getting the Holy Ghost at the same time. I promise you. Well, I do have to get ready to go. I do have to take care of some business. After I get done what I need to get done, baby, I gotta get some what? Some jerk chicken. I might get a taco. I gotta taste a good taco. What is she even saying? Too much emotional singing.
You can't make this up.
You're right. Add the church piano, and that would be epic. Oh my God, I would. I wish I could add the church piano. Oh my God. Oh, you want me to add? We just because I'm about to get ready to go on this Friday. It's Friday, so we'll do that. Oregon, where we said, or is it? Yeah, church Oregon. We're gonna do the church Oregon, and we see if we can get it. I think I got my dude cleaned up. Yeah, there it is.
That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches.
Let me move him down the line.
That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think
Let me move it down the line. Let me get down to the closing. Let's close it out. Let's close it out. Let's close it out. Let's close it out.
I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like
She's saying she's so tired of these Negroes, but she ain't saying
That's
Negroes.
why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches. I've been like you won't think I'm never. That's why I'm so sick of these bitches.
With that being said, this is Lawrence D. Adams.
Execute Order 66.
I like that organ. I love organs. Let me play this right quick. We're going to end it. So on the flip side, CA1 on the flip side. Let me play this one more time at the play this right here. Then we're going to end it. Let's play what is right here. Forgot about the needs of the man. And they say, you know what? You don't have a space for me here. Why should I even come? So I'm going to vote with my feet, with my absence.
Men, where are they? Where are the men?
They have decided, they have voted with their feet and said, we are not going to church because some of the churches, not all of them, have forgot about them. They forgot about the needs of the man. And they say, you know what? You don't have a space for me here. Why should I even come? So I'm going to vote with my feet, with my absence. So until a ministry begins to pour back and speak logically to men, cause them to think, cause them to reason, men will come back. If not, they're gonna run away. They're not gonna come.
You mean they're going to keep running away and they're going to stay out?
Yes.
On that note, which is so fantastic, is where your show, when your show comes in and fills that gap. What are the needs of the men? What are men's needs? What are men saying they want? And what do men need?
So this is the biggest thing that I think a lot of people miss. Men do want a connection spiritually.
Okay.
But they don't want all the formalities and all the games and all of that. They want someone who's going to be honest and transparent. So they want spirituality. They've seen the good and the bad. They've seen the good and bad of church and whatever the case, temple, whatever place they go to worship. But what they want is the spirituality. Also, the next thing they want to be acknowledged as men. Speak to us. Speak to us. Don't forget that we are sitting here. It don't cause us to sit here and all you want to do is use us, but you don't pour inside of us. So that's the other thing. So men want to be recognized, want to be validated. The next thing they want to say, hey, we know you're the leader, but let it be known that we are leaders in our household. Because sometimes over the pulpit, it makes it the pastor is the leader of all, but he never pours out and says, you men, I'm commissioning you to be leaders in your household.
That's why I'm not thinking it. I've been like, you won't think.
Not only do they have this unique quality of being able to
you.